Thank you very much, Rick. Yes, we are here for the Greek Grill, the first of Telethon 2006, and I'm delighted to say that our very first guest in the Greek Grill for 2006 is none other than Mr. Guy Sebastian. Please make him welcome, everybody.
How are you?
Guy, let's get down to business first. What do you think of Rick's shirt?
It's possibly one of the worst shirts I've ever seen. It's not a solo shirt, like maybe a jacket over the top or something, but I think, are they frills?
I don't know.
Not good.
Let's forget about the shirt and talk more about your first telethon. Firstly, great to have you here, and on behalf of everybody, thanks a lot for coming across. What have your impressions been so far?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I've never been to a telethon, and just to come over and see people get so passionate about such a great cause and do it in such a way where it's just so much fun. And I've had a ball. Like, I've actually got friends who are performers, and they said, you know, out of your whole calendar year, mark that year off as something to look forward to. And I've really enjoyed it so far. We're
really glad that you came. Obviously, you've come a long way from Australian Idol, the first Australian Idol. Do you still watch the show?
Yeah, I've been watching it a lot. I was a bit disappointed to see fuzzy head Bobby leave the other day.
He was kind of the new fro, wasn't he?
He was, and I loved his style. But it's great that a show like Idol can bring out something like Bobby and make it accepted on a pop level, because I guess sometimes without that show, people might go, oh, he's too alternative, or he's, you know, too weird or something. But, you know, Idol enabled him to kind of go, no, this is who I am, and people got it through the TV show, so it's great.
It's obviously, the show obviously has changed your life. Do you feel as though you may have been able to be successful as a recording artist without it? Was that still your hope, to try and break into the music industry?
Yeah, I mean, I did a number of things. I studied medical radiation at university and ended up giving up pretty much everything I tried, because nothing kind of satisfied me as much as music did. So every day I just wake up wanting to do music. I ended up actually just working a few jobs and buying some studio equipment and trying to engineer. And then about kind of 9 months after uni finished, after I quit, I'm a dropout, Idol came along and just gave me, you know, propelled me and gave me I guess an awesome vehicle to start what I do. So who knows, I might have been still doing radiotherapy or something, or yeah, who knows.
Well, you're very good with your hands and obviously very good with your voice. We talk about the West Coast Eagles and the Sydney Swans having an amazing rivalry.
Yes, I was there at the game. It was great. Yeah, it was really good.
And what, were you barracking for the Eagles or Sydney? You better say it quietly.
Well, I'm an Adelaide Crows man. Yes, go the Crows. and we were a bit unlucky not to get in, but I live in Sydney now, and I must say I was kind of going for the Swans. Sorry. So you heard it first. The fro goes for the Crows, right? That's right. Yeah.
The fro goes
Love
for the
Crows.
I got onto the rivalry because I wanted to ask you about a perceived rivalry between yourself and Shannon Noel. It's a bit Sydney Swans and West Coast Eagles. Is it real? Are you real rivals, or do you look out for each other?
No, I mean, it's funny. You know, of course, we were in a competition together, and I guess on the outset it might have been, people might have been looking at it and thinking, oh, they're having a big competition against each other. But I guess for us, we were actually told just before we went on stage on that grand final night, when all the glitter came down and it was all crazy, we were actually told that, hey, we want to sign you both. You both got record deals. So, but even prior to that, we were such good mates and really kind of looked out for each other. So whether I won or lost that night,
getting to the final.
Yeah, we were both going to get a record deal, and Shannon's done amazing. And I guess it's funny because as his friend, I always hope he does amazingly well, you know. And so for us, there's no rivalry, but I guess we might even pretend like we're still rivals or something. But
it hams it up for the crowd.
But he's a champion. Beautiful music too.
Just quickly, who's going to win this current series of Idol, do you think?
I don't know. We're getting a few deans.
Could be.
Getting a few deans. You know, I think Dean's very talented. I think...
and popular.
And very popular.
Yeah, and popular.
And I must say I was scared the night he did a backflip. I taught him how to do that, so I was...
You couldn't do one for us here, could you, Telethon? I mean...
Look, I don't want to steal his light. He's got the backflip thing. I had the afro thing. I'm going to let him do his thing. And I don't know. I mean, I really like Jess, the young girl. She's popular too. And then I know I know he's kind of a bit of he's a bit of a wild card, this one, but I like Ricky too. I like his voice, and I think he's got the potential to pull out like a Anthony Kalia, The Prayer sort of moment.
So he could be the one to, he could be the dark horse.
He could be.
Well, we'll be watching closely. Look, we really appreciate you coming over, Guy. We know it's difficult for you to make time, but we thank you for making time. And I know on behalf of everybody, we appreciate you being here. And you'll really be happy with this. Every guest that comes over from interstate, we give them a special thank you. And it's actually a shirt like the one you just saw Rick wearing of your very own. So
fantastic.
We'll be presenting that a little bit later. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank Mr. Guy Sebastian. And let's go back to Jeff on the panel. Jeffrey.